With 2019 Lok Sabha elections just a couple of months away, there's still confusion created on how EVMs work and whether they're really tamper-proof or not. Mirror now has done a ground check. Our correspondent Ayushman has spoken to Nikhil Kumar, who's the director of EVMs in the Election Commission, and he's demonstrated how the machine works. Take a look.
I am joined by Nikhil Kumar, who is the director of the EVM section in Election Commission of India. We'll try to know from him as to how these EVMs work, how these VVPats work. Sir, first of all, thank you for talking to Mirror now. Sir, how does this EVM VVPats and the control units work? Okay. If you can explain.
Yeah, right, absolutely. So as you know, in India, we have the voting through the EVM machines. Now, as EVM, as we understand, basically comprises of these two units. This is the control unit and this is the ballot unit. And on top of it now, we have the VVPat, that is the voter verifiable paper audit trail. This is the latest entrant in the EVM system for voting, which adds additional credibility, additional transparency, additional verifiability in the voting process. So this is a new entrant, and I'm very happy to state that in the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, for the first time, 100% deployment of VVPats with the EVMs at all polling stations will be done. So this BU is connected to the CU and the VVPat. Now, they're kept together here just for demonstration purpose, but in the polling station, what happens? The CU is kept with the presiding officer. So, and the BU and the VVPat is kept in the voting compartment. This is the voting compartment. So, at the polling station, this is how the voting compartment stands, so that the voter, when he comes to cast his vote, he can do it in absolute secrecy, and nobody knows and nobody can know how and to whom he has cast his vote. So, this is the voting compartment. We can just remove it now. Now, the process of voting through the EVM is extremely simple. What happens is, once the voter comes into the polling station, his credentials are verified through the EPIC card and through the other documents that the Commission prescribes. And once he's cleared to cast his vote, what happens is that this machine is controlled, the control unit is controlled by the presiding officer. He just presses the ballot button. So I'm pressing it now here. So once you press the ballot button here, you see a red light glows, which shows that the entire system now is ready to accept the vote cast by that particular voter. So now the voter goes to the voting compartment and he sees the green light here, which says ready. That means the ballot unit now is ready to accept the signal in favor of the candidate to whoever he is casting his vote, and the vote is registered. I'll show you just how it is done. So the simplest part about the EVM based voting is that the voter has just to press this blue button adjacent to the candidate of his choice. So say I'm pressing this button, number 5 here. This is the red light, and now you can see here the slip is getting printed.
For 7 seconds.
About 7 seconds, and it gets cut. And this is the long beep sound, which is a confirmation that the vote is recorded in the CU. So this is the most simplistic way in which this vote EVM machine allows the voter to cast his vote in absolute secrecy, in absolute transparency. The voter is able to verify himself to whom he has cast the vote by looking at the slip that is printed in the VVPat.